Hi there, Christy Wright Wild with Riders Who Run, and today's insight is beginnings, middles, and endings. So sometimes you go for a run and you have it all planned out. You know exactly where you're beginning. You know what the middle looks like. You've got the course mapped out, whether it be 2 miles, like you know where the 1 mile mark is in your neighborhood, and you run to that and you turn around and come back. So obviously, if that's the case, then the 1 mile mark is the middle of your run. And sometimes you go for a run and you're like, no, I want to go for a run today. I just want to go out and enjoy myself. And you have no set agenda. You don't have any set limits on how much time you want to spend out there or how much distance you want to accomplish or even where you want to run. You might have a general idea, like in your neighborhood, or if you go to the YMCA, if there's a greenway near your house, and just kind of go there, park, get out, and start running. So a run can have a definitive beginning, middle, and end, such as, well, you may not know what it is ahead of time, but by the time you're finished, there is a beginning, middle, and ending. So in the beginning, you have to kind of warm up and stretch a little, and just, take off, start running, get moving. That's the beginning. The first 5-10 minutes, that's the beginning of your run. And then if you already have it mapped out, like I said, you know where the middle is going to be. And the middle is actually the longest part of your run, even if you don't have it mapped out. By the time you look back at your run, was it a good run? Was it not a good run? That's pretty much defined by the bulk of the middle of your run. And then the ending of your run, you can kind of feel yourself winding down, or you need to get back to kind of where you started, to get back to your vehicle or whatever. And the end of your run, you stop, you stretch, you slow down your breathing, you enjoy it, right? Because one, it's over, even though you enjoy it while you're out there running, hopefully. And it's just over, like the feeling of accomplishment. It's not the fact that the run is done, it's the feeling that, yes, I did it. That's the ending you want. So with riding, same thing, beginning, middle, ending. How does this apply to not so much I'm going to talk about beginning, middle, and ending of stories, but how pantsters and plotsters can benefit from beginnings, middles, and endings. Like, so for example, a plotster is someone who's going to map out their run ahead of time, right? They know the beginning, they know what's going to happen all throughout the bulk of their story, they know how it's going to end. And that's a plotster for you. Some plotsters do it very, very loosely, and some go in very much detail with a very detailed outline. Either way, it's still plotster. So a pantster, on the other hand, they're like the run where you kind of have a general idea where you might want to go for your run, and that's about it. A pantster is someone who's going to, they don't care how long it is, they don't care what the distance is, and they don't care where they end up. It doesn't matter. They're just in it for the enjoyment of it for that particular day. So if you are a pantster, just remember that your story still needs a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And when you finish your run or you finish your story and you look back on it, does it have that good feeling in the middle where the story makes sense and you went from beginning to the ending and you had lots of interesting twists and turns along the way? So to tie it all in together, so far this is the longest video I've yet recorded, but to tie it all together, it's basically about the journey, and it doesn't matter how you get there, but your story still has to stand, and it's the feeling of accomplishment, of knowing that you did complete the run and you did complete the story, and now let the real work begin, right? Because you have to revise a million times. And so that is today's riding insight, and till next time, Right wild, run. And so that is today's riding insight. Until next time, run safe, ride wild.